Grown Dick.
Yeah,
Rob and Slim Show.
Hey, it's Lady Trucker.
Hey, Lady Trucker, how you doing?
What's up?
Doing good. Hey, you missed it during the break. Your intern's ass sounds like Velcro when he's wiping.
You were wiping?
Or some shit. I don't know. I mean, literally.
Pete, give us some wiping.
It sounded like Velcro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out.
Well, I'll give you some wiping though. Here.
Lady Trucker, he can't hear you, so...
Yeah, it does sound like Velcro.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Alright, it does. Lady
He's
Trucker...
got a hairy ass crack.
Pete, Lady Trucker just called us to tell us that you sound like Velcro when you're wiping, and we agree.
Here's more.
Have you been wiping and actually shit as you wiped?
No.
Oh, we need some of that audio. We need you to get it in like your fingernails and shit.
You know, it does what it wants, you know. I can't control what it does.
I'm waiting for his colon to pop out. Do you need your... Oh, you got your Gatorade. Okay.
Yep. I got my Gatorade.
What are you hauling, Lady Trucker?
I am hauling. Oh, I'm hauling some fun stuff today. Like a four-wheeler with the little dump truck on the back.
Like a Power Wheels?
Shit. What's the green thing?
Ted Borrego? Oh, Caterpillar. John Deere.
Oh, no, John Deere.
Yes, those are awesome, man. Those are so cool.
Hello.
Robinson Show.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, sorry about the delay.
Are you still there, Lady Trucker?
What?
We had Lady Trucker on. I don't know. Oh, here, Emerge calls.
There you go. Do that.
Yes, we should all be on together.
Yeah.
Hey, I can hear you again.
We got Ricky on from 2BrokeGamers podcast.
How y'all doing?
All right, Lady Trucker, thank you so much for calling.
All right, thanks, guys. I'll be listening. Have a fun show.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you.
for listening, too.
Yes,
we
and
appreciate
tweeting.
it. And tweeting.
Getting popular out here, I see.
We are, bro. We've been building up. We've actually had, that's why I wanted to ask you if you've listened to anything recently. We've had lawsuits, threats,
Wow, everything.
hatred on the internet, dude.
Oh, I knew you had hatred. I know you were like declined.
I'm cool with
from,
you
like,
guys,
we
but
denied-
I'm not sure about my colon. My colon just might decide to sue.
We got a guest, Pete. Let your asshole talk, bro. So what's that, Ricky?
Yeah, no. I remember hearing or reading about the what was it? The interview website that you were using, and they just
Right,
decided
they
like,
banned
no,
us.
you shouldn't use us anymore, please.
Well, yeah, it's every week, man. Every week
Dude.
somebody's pissed off. Somebody wants to sue us.
This week it's the Jews, I heard. Sorry, Jews.
It's the Jews.
I love Jews. Who's that? Is that your butthole, Pete?
Nah, that was my colon.
That was probably my
Entire
phone
thing.
vibrating.
You know what, Ricky? He's drinking. He drank some laxatives, and he's shitting right now.
That's great.
How's your show doing, Ricky?
Oh, it's doing great. I mean, like, we just been like just trying to just do our thing, man. But it's just our lives are just crazy busy. I've
Yeah.
got like 2 jobs. I got like, just trying to get everything together. Dude, I'm like working like 3 hours of sleep. I was like nodding off, and then I get your text. I'm like, oh shit, I almost forgot about this show. I was like, God damn it. Right before dinner, I'm like to my girlfriend, I'm like, dude, like, I gotta call Robin Slim too. I gotta stay awake. Like, I got to. And then I was like, oh shit.
Damn, dude. Fuck, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ditch your show. Fuck that. I'd
Nice.
rather skip sleep than
I was happy to see. I don't know if we talked to you since, but I saw you guys got the video going. It was really cool to see you guys do that.
Oh yeah, we just said fuck it. I mean, you know what? How bootleg it is. I just use my cell phone and just point it at us.
Oh,
Good,
nice,
man.
That's cool,
Yeah,
man.
I'll send you a link to the webcam I use. The webcam I use is awesome.
Nice.
Very well, so.
What games have you been playing, Ricky?
Right now, just like Mario Kart again because it just came out with new DLC. I haven't gotten any of the newer other gooder stuff like Mortal Kombat X or anything like that. I don't have any new consoles.
I didn't know the Wii did DLC.
They do actually.
That's cool.
Nintendo's actually finally welcoming itself to like the mid 2000s and bringing DLC to their games.
Nice, dude. Yeah, I was playing. And I was telling Slim to get it. He got it. The Wolf Among Us. That was a cool one. And Telltale makes it. Yeah, it's you're the big bad wolf, and you're living in like recent times in like New York City in a community that is all fucking like fairy tale characters, but it's really dark and shit. There's even like the Jersey Devil and like Bloody Mary in it, dude. It's cool, man.
I have not heard of that. That must have slipped my radar. Damn it.
It's cool. And Telltale is the company. They did it with DC Comics, and they also make The Walking Dead.
Yeah, they make the Walking Dead series.
Yo, and I just finished the second season of that. That shit was great. And
I've been hearing a lot of great things about the Walking Dead series. Like it's like a lot of people like are always wary about like a episodic game, but I'm hearing like that series is actually really good.
It's really good, and they made another one. Like they made one off the TV show, and that one sucked. It was like Survival Instinct. I thought it sucked. It could have been way better than what it was. And I thought it was a new Telltale one. I bought it on accident, and I sold it like a day or two later back to GameStop. And I just started GTA 5. I didn't know if you've gotten to play that.
I've played a little bit of it. It's just time in life. I only can maybe spend a few hours a day. But I love GTA 5. I would love it if I had a really hooked up, expensive ass PC and played a PC version of it, because I hear that version is just phenomenal.
Wow. My buddy Donnie and Matt, they were bugging me, not bugging me, but just telling me how great the game was, and I finally got it, dude.
Yeah, it's a really good game, and plus PC, like you can play it in 4K, of course, if you have a PC that can handle it. But also, it's the first GTA that's first-person shooter, so you can actually switch your camera views from third-person to first-person.
Yeah.
So imagine driving and going to strip clubs and killing people in first-person, doing all your missions.
Have you heard of this other game? We were just talking to our friend Cobra. He does reviews on this one game called No Man's Sky. Have you heard anything on that?
Yes, I haven't heard anything since the previews of it, but I've heard it's such a good looking game. Like as far as like aesthetics of the game, it's beautiful. But I haven't really heard much about the gameplay, like how it plays. But a lot of people just don't care.
Yeah, he does. I guess. Did you say he played it, Slim?
He says he hasn't played it. He says it's all just like what he does is put a clip up of like the creators. Clip, like they'll do like a video to show off the game, and then he'll just talk during that clip.
I thought he had like a pre-copy or something.
No, because I think it's still like not even like a bit like beta. I think it still might be an alpha. Cause I know it's coming out. Because I know it's coming out. I think maybe even this year or next year. At some point.
What he said.
I know they're really hyping his game.
Yeah,
it really looks really good. Like, dude, it's basically just I don't know if it's like a space shooter game, but I mean it might be more so like the art game where you're like mostly exploring and you see these like basically you're going planet to planet and you're seeing like dinosaurs and other beings and shit and like different planets. You're basically exploring everything, and it's supposed to be like a really good looking game. But beyond that, like I don't think anybody really knows the real gist of what is the point of the game besides like really awesome looking shit.
That's what he said. I don't think they've even like announced that or something.
The way Cobra put it, and it makes a lot of sense when you think of it this way, is he says, look, if somebody came up to you and said, here, I'm going to give you a ship, and you can do whatever you want with that ship, you're going to say yes, and that's what this game is. You're just handed a ship, and you can go anywhere you want, you can do anything you want, and that's that. So that's
basically what it looks like, yeah.
Yeah, it's a kind of like it seems like a complicated version of Minecraft, maybe without the building thing. I don't know if there's a building mechanic, but it seems like the game's mostly just like you said, you're going planet to planet. You're gonna run into alien life, and you're gonna run into enemy spaceships and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's just exploring these planets and discovering life and discovering different atmospheres or whatever.
Yeah, and that's a lot of
stuff. Pete's got a whole other atmosphere.
Pete, you're putting it in the case. All right, that case is getting loaded with Rob and Slim by.
Paraphernalia.
Yeah. Memorabilia.
Yeah.
There's Slim paraphernalia now.
Oh yeah, I'll have to take a picture of it and upload the picture of the case. It's got anything that Rob has written down to have Pete ask guests is drawn into his cabinet. We have merchandise from guest Dr. Pat cards.
Yeah, Dr. Pat.
We have a smashed guitar in there.
One of Pete's diapers. He just signed. I just put it in there.
Right. We should have a 4 Loko in there. I don't know why we don't have the 4 Loko in there.
Oh my god.
I can.
That's a freaking drink I haven't heard about in a while. But I think it's just because it's illegal in New York or some shit.
Ricky, we got another call. We have Cobra on the line.
Oh, nice.
Yo.
What's up, Cobra?
Guys?
What's going on?
Hey now.
Just real quick, I was still listening in, and I just wanted to call in and chime and say, there's a lot to No Man's Sky that the information's out there that people just don't realize. Now, there is a goal to the game, and that goal is for you to start at the outer rim of the galaxy and make your way towards the center. Now, there's a reason why to be in the center and of the galaxy, and there is a payoff to actually getting there, and it's enough of a payoff that will bring closure to you as a gamer if that's what you like. If you like to start a game and finish a game. So going to the center of the galaxy will give you closure, enough so that you'll be able to put the pad down, the gaming pad, and say, bam, I beat it, and you'd be able to walk away, feeling satisfied that you did it.
But they don't tell you.
But he said that there's going to be something that happens when you're at the center that's going to make you see that there's a reason to keep playing.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So there is a goal to the game.
Yeah.
The goal to the game when you're going to the center, you have to go down, you have to mine, and you have to take resources from one solar system to the next where it might be more expensive and you'll get more money if you sell it. Now once you sell it, you got to buy better ship, and the better ships are only deeper into the galaxy. So the deeper you go, the worse the pirates and space are going to get. The worse that the anti-factions that are going to be against you, they're going to get.
Wow.
The more dangerous the animals are going to be to you as a player, and the harder the game's going to get. So when you get to the center, and the thing is, he smiles at the camera every time he says, when someone says, "What's there?" He just smiles and says, "I want you to find that out."
Cobra, how quickly do you think that information is going to come out once the game's released?
I think someone is going to definitely make it they want to be the first person to get to the center. So I think it's going to be so 40 to 100 hours is how long it takes for you to get there, and 40 hours is doing like the minimum amount you could do possible, not getting sidetracked. You're still going to have to buy new ships, upgrade your suit, and do all that stuff as you're traveling towards the center. So there's not going to be just straight going. You're going to have to actually play the game to get there.
Okay.
Nice, dude.
Now, Cobra, what's your theory to what do you think is at the center?
Don't know. There's something in the game called the Atlas. Okay, we don't know what the Atlas is. He said it plays a major part in the game. It's a big triangle-shaped looking thing with a red heartbeat on the inside. He said we will run into this Atlas while we're playing the game. He also said that there's black holes in the game. I think that there's an event where all of us players are going to actually have to help each other when we get to the center. Now, it's going to be an ever-going battle, I think. So if me, you, and Slim, we all get there and we're at the center, we go through something together. And then I think the black hole will, in turn, put us into another galaxy.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
But it's not just a passive explore, a passive, categorize life here and there. Sean Murray, the developer, said those people who wish that the game will be passive and only exploration will be disappointed.
Wow. Yeah.
So, Cobra, I like this. You basically were listening, and you're like, Slim's another one of these guys
Slim
spreading
Rob and
lies,
Slim are dummies.
spreading lies about the game. I better call and set this straight.
2BrokeGamers, though, I love those guys. I really do.
Really?
Oh yeah, definitely,
Nice.
dude.
Definitely, dude.
Thank you.
They're good guys.
Yes, I know they are.
But you know what it is too. It's really funny because that game is just like people just said the visuals and didn't really look into the details, and I'm one of them. I'm not even gonna lie to you about that. But it's just people were just like, "Oh my god, the game is good. Here's my money. Just take it." It's like the game's not out yet. We don't. Hold on. But
No, Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, and it's just the stunning visuals, and it's a game that I wish I could have because I wish I had the newer generation console.
Yeah.
But it's like simple exploration is nice for me because I played like those art type of games, but then you just get bored of them and put them down. From what you're saying, is that it's actually more to it than that. That actually intrigues me more. So it's not just a beautiful aesthetic game. There's more storyline to it, and that is what I appreciate more. I always love a good story. Like that's the thing. Even if the graphics were awful, even if it was like an 8-bit like space exploration game, but as long as there was some sort of meaning and story to it, that's what really counts. That's the thing.
Yeah, see, and it's cool because there is a lore to the game. There's like a story to the game, but the way the game's designed, there's not going to be any cutscenes that's going to tell you what that story is. You have to piece it together. You know, you'll start to learn.
I love that.
Yeah, you'll start to learn that. Now I see why those are bad guys. Now I see why that faction's attacking that one. I was helping out the wrong one.
Oh.
Wow.
You see,
and that's like old school gaming. That's like that's like the new school gaming is like they kind of hold your hand through things, and that's why I don't like a lot of the newer games. But that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, and here's the word. This is the reason why there's so much discredit, towards this game is because Hello Games is doing the worst thing they could possibly do. If they're having a product that they want to sell, they're trying not to talk about it.
Exactly.
They're trying to. They tried to show you 5 minutes of what you could get, and there's a lot of information online about everything he's ever said. And on my YouTube channel, I've got all of it. But what he's doing the wrong thing. About, just trying not to. I don't know. Just keep it all secret so you can see it from the first time when you play.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's going to be streamers on Twitch. Like, that's going to be the top viewed game. So there might not be a lot of people that would just buy it. They're just going to watch somebody else play it.
Yeah, there's that too. That's a big movement here lately with people that are not gamers, but they really like to watch it.
We got to get on Twitch.
We do.
Well, you got the Ustream going. All you got to do is make a Twitch account, and there you go.
Nice.
Cool.
Sorry to cut you off, Cobra, but I did want to ask Ricky something else, dude.
No, what's up?
Ricky, did you hear about Opie and Anthony's arguing lately on Twitter and on their shows?
Oh, completely off topic, but yes, I have.
Walking on Greg Shells is the best fucking title ever for a for an episode, and it made me think of you. Did I tell you about it, Slim?
Me,
I know I told Jules about the time Opie's blood sugar got low and he needed milk, and he was pissed at you for going to Dwayne Reed. Like, what the fuck matters? Dwayne Reed has milk. Like, what the fuck? Like,
all right. I wanted to hold off on it maybe and talk about games more, but all right, I'll get into that a little bit. I actually had no idea Opie was pissed. I was actually waiting at the deli because I was getting other people food too, because I was pulled to the side by I was pulled to the side by Steve, and Steve's like, dude, Opie needs milk. I was like, oh, that's it? I was like, yeah, that's it. Let's go get milk. Then the other intern stopped me, and they were like, oh, yeah, no, you're going to get milk. All right, get me this, that. Okay, give me this, that. I was like, all right, I was doing it. So it turned into a food run, essentially. So I was like, all right, fine, whatever. So I go downstairs, and I'm getting phone calls on my cell phone, and they're just like, dude, like, Opie's pissed. I'm like, why? Like, I didn't know. I mean, I got his milk, and he was happy. He didn't say anything to me afterwards. But, I mean, like, I didn't know about any of it. And Steve, I think one of them had to take the brunt for it because I guess they didn't know, so they kind of like had my back on that. But yeah, from what I heard, he was pissed. I never even heard that segment. Like
I heard it years later, and you were in like Worst Of as like one of the worst interns, but it was just one of those things where, like Anthony said, if Opie was pissed, everybody had to suffer, and that's just what it made me think of, dude.
Yeah, I mean, like, I really stayed away from a lot of, like, I know a lot of, like, oh, crap, sorry about that.
Ricky.
I think we lost him.
Pete.
Yeah.
Jules asked, how you doing?
Oh, I'm all right.
Shit-tastic?
Yeah, shit-tac, crap-tastic, you might say.
Is Cobra still there?
Cobra.
What's up, guys?
What's up, brother?
Yo, I was watching the on Craig Shell's video.
Dude, I watched about 20 minutes, 40 minutes of it. It was fucking great, dude.
Man, you could see like the pain, the hurt, the backstabbery in his face as he's talking about it. He's double crossed. Like you could just see it in his eyes and his face. It's really horrible, actually.
Yeah,
and it sounded honest. Like you can tell it was all
Anthony's.
Honest.
I've sided with Anthony.
Oh, I do too, 100%. Opie and Anthony have always been my favorite, but Opie has always been a dick.
Yes.
Plain and simple,
Yeah. And he could have. It's his show. He ran the fucking show, man. He could have made good on whatever over the years,
Right.
I guess times have changed because I mean, you know, from NEW to the beginning of XM. Beginning of XM was very different from what the guys that I hear now.
Yeah.
'Cause I still remember even visiting the guys. I think it was like maybe 2-3 years ago, maybe even 4. I was I was like, you know, done with the internship. I was like moved on, whatever. But like
Yeah.
I was like unemployed at the time, so I really had a lot of free time. So I actually saw like Jim Norton tweet out something because I really couldn't afford XM, so I didn't know what the hell was going on with the show that much. But he tweeted out that they were doing a Thanksgiving thing at the Hard Rock. So I was like, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna go down to the Hard Rock and see what they're doing and see if the guys, you know, whatever, like whatever. So I went down there, I saw the show, it was pretty funny. Like they did like a stage show, a Thanksgiving thing, and it was just awkward and just stupid and funny, whatever.
Yeah.
After the show, like really the interns and Anthony were the ones that remembered me. Like Opie and Jim were in their own world, so they kind of like, you know, did their own thing. Like they didn't really kind of look like my way. But I mean, Eric, you know, the producer, he remembered me.
Yeah.
And this was when Steve actually got fired at that time too. It was like maybe like a couple of months like after he got fired. And you know, Eric, like he definitely wanted me to put it on radio. Like, you know, I was talking with Travis a little bit. I talked to Sam on his podcast a little bit.
Wow.
And like really that was it. Like, but the thing is, what I really noticed, the first thing I noticed when I walked into the Hard Rock was the crowd. It was definitely not the same crowd I remember when listening to NEW or ONA. Like everybody was in like suits, basically. Like not suits, but more like they came from like their job. Like they were like in a like business, like kind of like casual, and very few people had like a T-shirt and jeans from like when I remember. It was a very different crowd. I was like, oh, this show's definitely changed. I mean, either that or they're attracting a different audience. I mean, now, but I mean, it was definitely like I was trying to look for like the usuals. I still remember usuals when I used to go to like the road shows and stuff in the city and stuff. There was a bunch of people that always got together, and there was always the same crowd. I didn't see not one of those people.
Wow. Shit, guys, I didn't realize it got so late. We actually have another guy calling in like 2 minutes, but we gotta cut this off. Ricky, where can everybody find you again?
This is the 2BrokeGamers podcast on YouTube.
The number 2.
And the number 2 2BrokeGamers podcast, and of course 2BrokeGamers pod on Twitter at 2BrokeGamers pod. And that's really it.
Awesome. And Cobra, again, you are at Cobra TV?
Is he there?
I guess we lost Cobra.
Oh, you gotta plug his stuff, man.
Yeah, man. He was just on earlier. Yeah, Cobra TV on YouTube. But yes, we have to get going. But we will talk to you soon, brother. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you,
Thanks
Ricky.
for having me on.
It's always a pleasure talking to you, bro.
Yes.
All right, have a fun rest of the show, guys.
Thank you. Say goodbye, Pete.
Later, man.
He's still in the
I
bathroom.
wish I
trying to
could have
take
heard
another
more of
piss.
that interview. Yo, guys.
I wish I could have heard more of your asshole.
I have lost like half my body's water through my asshole.
I'm going to piss in the yard.
Pete's weight loss plan.
Yes.
I'm gonna piss when you come back. I'll probably have
Let's
Lucas
cross
on the
streams
phone,
like
but
Ghostbusters.
we
But
should.
yeah, Lucas called.
Yeah, I might as well stay on. Did Ricky hung up?
I did end the call.
Okay, alright, cool. Well, guys, I think we're gonna take like a quick, minute break. We'll be back, depending on when Lucas calls.